I wanted to make a video and talk about depression and anxiety because I know that a lot of people are suffering from that right now across the world. Before I start though, if you haven't already, can you please subscribe to our channel? We're going to be bringing you lots of really amazing content from people all across the world. We do travel, we do business, and we do inspiring conversations, as well as my own healthy lifestyle program, which you're following now. So today I wanted to talk about depression and anxiety because a lot of people who know me think that I've always been this positive guy that's always seen the glass half full, but I've had my fair share of depression and anxiety, and I just wanted to talk through that today because I wanted to try and see if I could pass on some tips that might be helpful to a lot of people around the world right now. So first of all, I found myself in a situation where I had finished a relationship that for me was quite destructive. I was overweight, I was unhappy with my life, I didn't have a purpose going on, so it was really the perfect storm. And there were so many things that resulted from that because of myself, my own outlook on life, my own position in life, the grudges that I held, the energy that I used to carry around, all those kinds of things. And it used to make me feel depressed. And my depression came in waves. I would say that I had days where I just didn't want to do anything. I was really unmotivated, and I wasn't the sort of person that just wanted to stay in bed all day, but I just wasn't focused on doing anything in particular. So it was like I was just meandering through the day without a real purpose or a real focus, if you like. Yeah, that's what it was. And I really was aware of it. I was very conscious, and it used to upset me because I used to think, I know that I'm feeling depressed. I know that I have this anxiety going on, and I just didn't know how to get myself out of that. And I've been a sports guy all my life, so I thought, if I did sports and stuff, that would help. So what actually changed for me was the first step in the process of change was acknowledging that I was depressed and not seeing it as though it was something unique to me, because so many people have depression and anxiety. And I came to a realization that it was okay to feel this way for now, because I wanted to acknowledge that I actually felt that way. I think when you feel a particular way and you want to change it, you can, because you can then have a benchmark on how you feel, and any improvements that you make along the way, it really helps you. So that's what I did. I kind of took my lowest common point and thought, right, this is where I'm starting from, and I'm going to work my way out of this. And the first thing that I did was I started to meditate. And a lot of people out there have not meditated. A lot of people out there are kind of fearful of meditation. They don't really understand what meditation's about, and they brush it aside and say it's not for me. Well, I can say if breathing is for you, then meditation is for you. It's as easy as that. And meditation helped me on so many levels. First of all, it created a new discipline and a new habit in my life. And I think when you're in a state of depression and anxiety, if you have something new in your life that comes in that you can focus on, and you can start to feel, and notice I use the word feel because it's all about feeling. If you feel better, then you're more likely to continue and therefore succeed. So it wasn't long into my meditation journey that I started to feel better, and I started to get less anxious about things. I was calmer inside, and that's the first impact that meditation had for me. So meditation was the first thing. And then the second thing I realized was that I was eating rubbish, and a lot of the anxiety and depression was fueled by comfort food. So I would rush to get sugar rushes. Look, I used to be a huge fan of ice cream, fish and chips, chocolate, sweet lollies. I used to love gummy bears and all those sorts of things, if you know what they are. So yeah, I just used to fill my body with sugar, and as a result of that, I'd go from one high to the next low, and I'd be crashing all day, and when I crashed, it was a really bad crash, and I would get depressed again. I'd go back into that same cycle. So I knew that I had to work also on my nutrition, and I wasn't sleeping well. I was having I was having sleepless nights because my mind was rushing about all the things that I was worried about and thinking about. So it was really impacting my entire life. And yet I think if you look at me from the outside, you wouldn't even probably know. And I think a lot of people also have this going on as well, is that a lot of people around them may not know that they're actually depressed and have this anxiety going on. So I would also suggest that if you feel that way, talk to somebody that you can trust, and talk to somebody that's not going to judge you, and have a conversation about it, because I think that's also healthy as well. I'm in a situation where I live on a boat by myself with my dog, so other than jumping on the internet and having a conversation with somebody, there's not too many people around that I can actually talk to. So I found that difficult as well. The isolation factor of my lifestyle on that occasion it was a negative, but on every other occasion it's a positive. So I started working on meditation, I started working on changing my diet, and I started working on exercising, because I knew that that was going to help me as far as lose weight and feel better about myself. So I guess what I'm saying here is that it's a combination of a lot of things. It's not just one thing that's going to get you out of depression and anxiety. And when I say getting out of it, started my journey a long time ago, over a year ago, and now I've been, in the last few months, I've been really focused on my health, and I started this lifestyle channel to help people and to share my experiences as I go through this process. And if you ask me today if I get depressed anymore, if I get anxiety anymore, no, I don't. I never have a day where I feel depressed anymore. I never have a day where I feel I don't like doing stuff. And the reason I don't have that anymore is because I've got the tools now that I use to make sure that I don't go down that rabbit hole. So as far as depression and anxiety goes in my life, I'm pretty confident to say, with my hand on my heart, that I've been able to eliminate that completely from my life. Do I have times where I feel a bit off and things aren't perfect? Yeah, of course, we all do. But I use those tools, and I'm talking about meditation, I'm talking about exercise, and I'm talking about eating well to bring me back on track. And I always find that if I do one of those things, I'm always coming back on track really fast. But I'm not going down into the rabbit hole that I used to go down into at all, nowhere near it. Now, when you climb out of that hole, it's very easy to slip up. And when I started focusing on my diet, I had bad days. I'd go out there and I'd have sugar, and I'd have stuff and all the rest of it. So I found what worked for me was going cold turkey. So I did a 48-hour fast to start this healthy lifestyle program that I'm sharing now, and that kicked the habit for me. I wasn't as depressed in those days when I started this program as I had been the previous years, so I had already made some major inroads into that process. And I put that down to meditation. So I really strongly advise you to get into meditation. Check it out. There's lots of apps on the online that you can download, and there's a lot of people around that can help you with meditation. In fact, if you check out one of our videos here, Natalie Thomas is a good supporter of ours, and she's done some great meditations with us as well. So there's lots of things that you can do to bring yourself out of depression and anxiety. I guess because we're confronted with the world that we are now, many people are worried about their jobs, they're worried about their livelihood, they're worried about their family, and rightly so. Those are natural human behaviors and thought processes. So again, don't be too hard on yourself when you think about those things, because it's a natural feeling process. But what I do suggest is, rather than looking at the downside and the dark side of those things, look at the positive side. And we've seen through this coronavirus that it's given people so many opportunities. Like, it's amazing to see online how many people are using this time to exercise and get themselves well, because you're allowed to go out and exercise. Spend more time with the family, spend more time with people that you love. And you don't have to be in their presence. Like, get online and do these online talks and discussions and everything with people, because you can connect with people at that level, and it's fantastic. So yeah, use the tools that are available to you to connect with people. Connection is really important. I think when you're depressed and you have a lot of anxiety, you tend to withdraw into yourself. I did a lot. I withdrew into myself. I became more isolated. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't really want to communicate at a deeper level. But the more that you put yourself out there in terms of connection and communication, the better you will feel about everything. So looking at the landscape that we have today around the world, there's a lot of opportunities for you to bring your life up to the next level. And that's why I'm creating these videos, because I want to help people get there, because I did it, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's as simple as that. We all have the power within, and we've all got to believe in ourselves more, and that's what it comes down to, self-belief. So now's a great time to start things that you're passionate about. You know, you might want to be drawing or photography or writing or making videos or doing podcasts or you know, there's so many things. New sports, try new sports, get out there and try all the different things that are available to you. And I can guarantee you that you'll come across something that you really love doing. Read more books. There's so many things. Cooking, get into the kitchen and see if you can cook up a storm. I've taken up cooking in a way that I never thought I would in my life, and it's fantastic. I just love it. So there's so many things that you can do that gives you that extra dopamine hit and that extra excitement in your life, and helps you climb out of that hole. So don't sit around making excuses any longer. I guess that's what I'm saying, because there are so many things out there, and you've only got to take those small steps to start off with that'll help you climb out of that hole. And I'm not for 1 minute downplaying how severe and how sad and how lonely a lot of people are around this depression and anxiety. I get it. I've been there and I know how dark it is. What I'm saying is you don't need to stay there. It's a current state of mind. It's not a permanent state of mind. So use the opportunities, use the tools that you have now around you to make yourself feel better, climb out of the hole, connect with people, and take small steps each day to making yourself feel better again. Listen to some of the shows that I've done with all these amazing people around the world, whether it's travel, business, or just Humanity Inspires. There's lots of content online like our YouTube channel that can help people, because there's so many incredible people that have shared their stories. And you know what? A lot of people have been in the same position as you and I. A lot of people have come from a place of depression and anxiety and haven't found their purpose in life, and they've been chasing that for a long time. So you're not alone. You're not out there having to go through this battle alone, and that's the biggest message that I want to send today in this particular video. So, you know, have trust in yourself, have faith in yourself. You are a beautiful person and you can do amazing things. And I want to help by just helping you with the first step and getting up and getting into life again, because life is so beautiful. There's so many opportunities, and a virus is not going to stop that for all of us. A virus is not going to stop the potential that we have inside to be great people, great human beings, and great members of our society. So yeah, that's the message I want to leave today for you, is just start taking those first steps. Reach out to somebody and ask for help. Ask for support, ask for connection, and make that connection yourself. And I tell you what, it won't be long before you're on track and you're able to live the best version of yourself, because you deserve it. You deserve everything that you ever dreamed of in your life. And let's face it, it's short. We don't know when it's going to end. I just got news this week that a family member of mine had passed away at the age of 50. And you know, that's shocking news, but it's another reminder that life is not to be taken for granted, and we must get out there and make the most of it. So I hope this video helps. I've shared a couple of things that have helped me: meditation, eating properly, getting some exercise, connecting with people. Those are things that can help you climb out of that hole. So there we go. I'll leave the video there. Please subscribe to the channel and give us a comment if you like this video, and I'll be back again soon with some more videos. Have a great day, everyone. Sending you my love. Bye bye.